to the Teachable Moment. I'm Patricia Noel and I'm your teacher for this moment today. Now, we do these, we started doing them in between interviews, and now I'm trying to do them until the end of the year because I've been asked to do that. They last around 10 to 15 minutes tops. I really try to keep it like that. I hope you like it today. So today's topic is 5 easy daily habits for improving self-confidence. And do these work? Yes. They've worked on so many people that I have to share now. So tell me why I'm even doing this. Why did I decide to pick up on confidence? Okay, as a business mentor for years, I really started thinking, now wait a minute, I can only take these people, myself included, to the level of their confidence about whatever it is they're doing with their life. And I thought, boy, I really need to get something done to help these people take it to a different place. So recently, I just want to tell you this because it's a personal loss of self-confidence for me. I think I was given a gift, actually, of a lot of confidence with things I shouldn't even have confidence about, quite honestly. But I think it's a gift. So I don't walk in a room and think, who's looking at me? I walk in a room and I think, who can I go out and talk to and ask and get to know? And I do think that's a gift that I kind of always knew about it. Well, recently, I think all of us have been shaken across the world because of what we're going through together at exactly the same moment in time. I think some of us have stepped back and, okay, I have to kind of reinvent. I have to do something different. And I did the same thing. Now, I know the answers are within, but I also know that I need the tools and techniques to take my business to the next level. So I started podcasting, as you're watching right now, and I'm loving every second of it. But I decided, you know what? I want to take this podcast business to another level. I need some more tools because I don't have all those tools. Joined a course, and actually it was a wonderful course. There were 20 people in the course. I could have been people's mother, grandmother possibly in the course. I don't know. And that might have kind of taken a little bit a dent out of my self-confidence, just that, because I did look different and when I'd see everybody on Zoom. But I started feeling so uncomfortable because I couldn't do the technology pieces of it. She'd say, okay, now go ahead and share your screen. Go ahead and show us how to get to your Facebook group. Go ahead and bring up your whatever. And I couldn't do the things technologically that everybody else could do. I couldn't even listen without having my earphones on, which looked absolutely stupid every time. I was really humbled. I was taken to my knees. And I'm kind of thinking that had to happen because maybe it's, hey, you can be confident, but you need to pay attention here because you shouldn't be confident. Okay. So anyway, I want to share this confidence building daily habit with you because I think all of us hit a confidence ceiling at times. And I know that feeling now, especially since I just felt it. I just graduated today, by the way. And so I really know the feeling. So here I'm going to share now the 5, and they are easy, by the way, but they are daily. And I only want you to do them for a week and just notice how you feel. Because I know you're going to feel differently at the end of a week. And let me know, patricia@patriciadrain.com. If you do this little exercise, if it really does help you. What about your children? Those little people are going to school and getting put down all the time. In fact, I really want to do one of the teachable moments about this social media where you see the moms and they look so fabulous and you see the kids in school and they're so wonderful. No, they're real life people like you, but you lose your confidence because of seeing that. So I definitely have noticed that. Here we go. Number 1, always be checking in with you. Now remember, we're paying attention to you, not all of this, not social media, not TikTok, not any of that. And when you check in, here's what I want you to put down. And by the way, I'm creating an ebook for you. It's really going to be beautiful. And guess what? It's going to be free. Yeah, because I want to. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you today? Okay, so now I asked Mary. Mary said she was a 7. And here's what I want you to do when you get to this. Mary, what would make it an 8? What could you do today, this moment, that would make you more happy? Mary thought, I do know. Okay. And she said, if I go for a walk, a 30-minute walk, have my music, my playlist with me, I know when I get back I'm going to feel fresh and new. And she did. She took it up to a 9, not just an 8. So that works. I asked another gal, I said, when you tried to take it, she was a 6, and you tried to take it from a 6 to a 7, did it work? And she said, I could not, because I was so unhappy because my kids were sassing me and all this kind of stuff. And I had a very hard time. I struggled with it because what I really wanted to do was go get ice cream and it was exactly the opposite of what I should do. I'm already 60 pounds overweight. So she struggled with it. She needed a little more help with that. You might need help with that. You might have to ask somebody, what could I do today to be happier? That's fine. All I want you to do is wherever you are, you want to be just a little happier. Okay, number 2. What do you love about yourself today? I wrote a children's book years ago called I Love Myself the Way I Am. It has a little music to go with it, and it's just fabulous. And I'm really thinking of now doing it for adults, because every time I read that book about the little kid who goes to school who gets beat up on the playground, or the bullies, they show up in business too. But when I wrote that, I realized as I'm reading it to audiences, it's all adults that are crying in the audience. I feel really bad about that. So put down, what do I love about myself today? Now, for me today, because I just told you I graduated after 3 months of being in this podcast course and being the worst student there, I loved about me that I found the golden nuggets in that course, because I had to really search. Everybody else was getting all of the accolades, and they were getting all of the movement in their podcast, and I simply was not, because I couldn't do all the stuff that I was supposed to do. But you know what? If I can take that point and love that about myself today, then I can keep paying attention to what I like about me. Not Mary Sue, not Todd, me. And I noticed that another girl, she said, today, when she graduated today, she was crying through the whole thing. And she said, I'm proud of myself, and I love myself because I, throughout this whole program, had nothing but problems. It was really tough. She said, I got pregnant, I lost the baby, I had a nervous breakdown, I had to go to a rehab center for almost the whole time that you've been in this course. And I'm proud of myself, and what I love about myself today is that I can tell you this, and that I can be very honest with myself and with you. I was really taken back. I mean, me, uncomfortable, good grief. See, that's what I mean. We have to pay attention to other people too. They're going through stuff. We're all going through a pandemic, for heaven's sake. Well, here's the thing about her. She said, I never got over my husband's death. And I'm like, oh my God, there's one more thing that's bigger than life? Yes, there was one more thing. She never really dealt with it. She kept stuffing it. And she said, until we do that, people, until we really do. So I'm sure she helped somebody there today to really understand you have to deal with those big things that happen to us in life, or they come back to bite you later. Number 3, I want you to adapt the even if method. Now, what I mean by that is, right now, we're going through a world pandemic together. We're talking about the whole world is doing the same thing. Some of us are very emotional about it. Some of us are, hey, I can handle this. It's leveled the field for sure. But what I wanted to share is the even if method. Even if you listen to the news and it really just takes you down, you feel that it takes you down. Just say, even if the news is terrible today, my job is to bring joy into my life. My joy is to bring joy into the lives of all the people that matter to me. Isn't that a great method? I use it all the time now. Even if I didn't get that deal that I so wanted, I'm still going to let joy come into my life and into my heart. I love that one. Here's number 4. What was my highlight today? I wanted to show you my book, but I'm out of them. I wrote a book about what was my highlight today, because I'm going to say 35, 40 years ago, we started this communication exercise at the table Everybody is still doing it today. My children, their children, everybody's children are doing it. All my friends do it. And my husband and I do it. We say every single day, what was your highlight today? And it really is such a communication tool that you discover something about that person you had no idea. I remember sitting around the table when my little boys were, I think they were 5. No. They would be 7 at the time because they were in school. And I remember Stephen saying his highlight was that he didn't get beat up at recess by Billy. I'm like, who's Billy? And what do you mean he's beating you up? See, I wouldn't have known. And that was his highlight, that Billy didn't. Billy actually played with him that day. I want to kill Billy, by the way. Yeah, but that's what was your highlight today? That's what it does for you. And let's say you're all by yourself. Ask yourself, what was your highlight today? Okay, and here's the last one, 5. So years ago, Tony Robbins, I listened to him, and I wish I knew how long. I bet he's been doing it for 40, 50 years now. I don't know how old he is. But I remember him saying all those years ago that I listened to his very first course, or, I think they were CDs at the time. Maybe they were tapes. I don't know. And he said, we're all going to be taken down. We're all going to have a hard time. There's going to be things that are going to happen. And the way you get back to the center of you is to try to find something, like maybe you scratch on your hand, or maybe you pull your ear, or maybe you thump on yourself. Whatever that is, it kind of pulls you back to, hey, I can do this. I thought that was brilliant. Did I do it? No. But I have discovered that really does work, because it's one of the 5. A visible, tangible something that you can see in yourself or in the mirror or with somebody else. And here's my visual. Thumbs up. I've got this. And you just thumbs up. I'm on my way out the door to make a deal, and I've got this. You make the deal, I've got this. Isn't it cool? I love it. I love these 5 things because they have worked for hundreds of people, including myself. So I want them to work for you too. This is the 5 easy habits, daily habits, I must say. And I only want you to do it for a week and get back to me. Patricia at patriciadrain.com. I'm just doing the finishing touches right now. Not I, my person that does my really beautiful things. I don't know how. See, why do I have confidence about stuff? Anyway, she's putting the finishing touches on. And if you want a copy of this so that you can start making copies of this every day and actually check in with yourself every single day with these 5 things. Did you do a thumbs up today? Did you smile at somebody today? Did you love yourself today? What did you love? All that kind of stuff. I also invite you to do some other free things with me. Join the Facebook group. It's fun. It's good. I love people that are in there. It's When Passion Meets Profit. Exactly the same title as this. And then you can also go to my website, and I have a free downloadable 5 easy ways to get to the core of who you are. That really has helped people. Why take advantage of these kinds of things? Most importantly, I only take 10 a week, but I love those 10 times a week, 10 sessions. I can see clearly now sessions with me and you via phone, and I spend time with you with this formula I've created. And all you have to do is email Patricia at Patricia Drain and say, I want the formula. Now, if you want the formula and the ebook, that's what you say. I want both. I want whatever you want to say in there, and I'll be getting back to you right away. We're right now at 14 minutes, and I'm just so thrilled I was able to keep this under 15, because I know my attention span. And if somebody tells me they're doing 10 to 15 minutes, please do 10 to 15 minutes. Somebody just said it the other day, and she went 45 minutes, and I was not happy. But anyway, until we meet again, everybody, it's Patricia Noel Drain. It's been my delight to have this teachable moment, especially about such an important subject.